Hello, I'm Dr. Paul, and this is my beautiful wife, Lynn. Today we are going to be discussing our newest formulation, and Lynn will give us an introduction.
All right, well, our newest plasma energy formula is spelled KANSIR. And I think if you say that to yourself, you'll see what it's all about, and it's support. CANSIR support. Okay, and what do mushrooms, dog dewormer, and B9 Korean salt have in common that they would be? Why would they be in a single formula? And Paul, first of all, why would they be?
Because they're all synergistic and work together to give the best effect for the designed purpose.
Okay, and now about the dog dewormer. I think this is for all mammals. And so when we're talking all mammals, we might be talking about dogs, horses, people. What's the commonality that people and dogs and horses could share a medication or share a formula?
Well, we're all mammals, and we all have similar metabolic processes, even though the types of stomachs are different in different animals. The metabolic processes are basically the same. It's the anatomy is a little different, but the processes that go on are all the same.
Okay, and when you were practicing, did you find there was a commonality with things you used in practice that might have also been at the local pharmacy for people?
Yes. Just probably 90% of all of the medications that we used on animals were human formulations. The only thing that was different was the label and the price that was charged. The pharmacies marked them up way more than the veterinarians did. But it was the same stuff, the same antibiotics, the same everything, thyroid medication, all of that was the same thing.
Okay, and one other thing is when you were in practice, I remember that you were often checking animals for worms and parasites and such.
Right. That was routine. We always checked animals for intestinal parasites and blood parasites. But that's not a common practice in human medicine.
But it's not to say humans may not have parasites.
Right, that's true.
Okay, all right. Well, one of the things that came out in January 2017, there was a man who had several months to live, and he had four-stage lung cancer. And he had lost a lot of weight, he'd gone through a lot of treatments, and he was at the point he just said, I'd just like to last long enough to see my first grandchild born. And he was a real university football fan, and there happened to be a network of people that contacted one another on a routine basis. And at one point there was a contact from a veterinarian that just said, if anybody's dealing with cancer, have them give me a call. Well, he followed up with that, and what happened was he was told by the veterinarian that it was very possible that a very common dewormer used in animals might be effective for his situation. And figuring that he really had nothing to lose, he went ahead and tried it. And this story comes from his website, And we have a special report on our website, plasmaenergysolution.com. And if you go to our special reports section, which is in the right-hand margin on our homepage, you can click on that and you can click the special report that I have here that I'm referring to. And it's a pretty interesting story, so I think you might like to read it. But the end result is the man set up a website and wrote about what happened with the turnaround in his condition. And there's a picture of him with his 2-year-old grandchild. So things really changed dramatically for him. And this is a pretty common product that's available over the counter. If it's over the counter, I would say that the patent had expired on it. Would that be why it would be over the counter now?
I don't know. A lot of times they don't enforce patents on a lot of that stuff because they can make a lot more money selling it over the counter than they can restricting it to veterinarians.
Oh, okay. So just as an aside, someone in the Southwest contacted me and said that he had gone to a local supply where he can routinely pick up all kinds of different things for his own animals. And interestingly enough, this product was removed from the shelves now. So that is one reason why Paul and I make these different combinations, because it's always in an answer to what if this was no longer available? Well, we had the opportunity to make the energy of it, and we didn't want to pass that up.
Right.
So we went ahead and did that. So be sure and look that up on our website. And then we did also add some medicinal mushrooms. There are many articles out there about the medicinal qualities of mushrooms and the special qualities of mushrooms that may facilitate the body's ability to heal itself. And so some of those were also used. And so this is quite a combination of products that we have, and I'll let you know what they are. It took several months to develop this. It has over 200 plasma energy ingredients that include homeopathic remedies, herbs, vitamins, amino acids, minerals, essential oils, South American herbs, roots and seeds, berries, roots, herbs, mushrooms, CBD, curcumin or curcumin, well, either one. C60, mushrooms, CO2, potassium, magnesium, CuO2, zinc oxide, and benzimidazole with some other proprietary GANs.
Now that benzimidazole is the active ingredient in the dog dewormer.
Okay. And so that dewormer does end up with a zol name.
Right.
Yeah. So, and what you do with the vial when you get it, now, first of all, if you're in the United States, you will receive a vial this size while it's warm door to warm door delivery. When we get into frozen door in our area to wherever your door is, whether it's warm door or cold door, we're going to revert to BPA-free plastic vials, and this is what you'll receive. If you are overseas, you are going to receive a pair of patches that have been thoroughly soaked with the CanSear support. And as you can see, I've already made a spray bottle of that. Now, Paul, if somebody is trying to support their body in that kind of a condition, would they be drinking this water?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be drinking it, putting it on the cancer, putting it in your laundry. You just use it in every way you can. You make your soup with it, your coffee with it. Just use it.
Just use it extensively. Now, for those of you that already have one of our plasma energy stations, then I'd suggest when you get your vial, or your patches, whichever it may be, you go ahead and make a separate container of it. But then if you want to add a vial to your general plasma energy station and incorporate it with that, that would be fine too, wouldn't it, Paul?
Right, right.
Okay. So with all these energies, does the body use every one of them all the time?
No, these are designed to bring a balance to the body. So if your body is already in balance, then it won't use that particular energy. But say it's lacking in zinc, then it will bring it into balance with zinc, or iron, or magnesium, or whatever the need might be. And if you're already in balance, then it will ignore that element.
Okay, and what you can do then is you can order this on our website. It's plasmaenergysolution.com. And when you go to the website, you may also notice that we have a special. This is October of 2019, and we've got a special on this month, and it's on the website. It is included, the special includes the plasma energy station and the cancer support, and there'll be a price listed for you on that. Now, I always like to end up on a high note here, and I just have to show you this because this came in my email today, and I hope you can see it. Wendy has a really nice garden and sends me pictures occasionally. And last year she had a little crabapple tree that had like 20 little crab apples. Now I know some people think crab apples are a real nuisance, but if you've ever had crabapple jelly, it's pretty special.
Yeah, they're pretty.
And so she sent me this picture and she said, and look at my tree this year. It is loaded with crab apples. It's just got, the leaves are thick on the tree. It just looks super healthy. And this was taken very recently because now we're starting to get the...
And how did she use the plasma energy on that, in what form?
Well, you know, she has a spray bottle that she takes out, and then I think she also applies some to the ground around the plants. But she sends pictures of her plants to me occasionally, and they're really awesome.
Yeah.
And especially when you're dealing with a climate that can be somewhat difficult sometimes. So I was pretty impressed with this. And any of you that have had a crabapple tree, they're just really beautiful when they bloom. So, well, thank you everybody for watching, and do go to plasmaenergysolution.com, and if you'll go to the products page, you can, under shop, you'll see that we're adding videos about all the products gradually as we get them done.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you again.
And if you have enjoyed this video and you feel like you've got any value from it, give us a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and relatives. And we thank you very much for your time.